So there's this one thing that seems to have plagued a lot of people, kind of controls the pattern their life follows, which is how you were named. How were you named? People name their children according to the experiences they encountered during pregnancy of the child or the delivery period, and then you give a child a name, based on the fact that just before the child was born, the child's father, the grandfather died, the child's grandmother died, or there was some favor that happened, and then you name a child, or you name a child based on the problems you encountered. Take a cue from Jabez. Mother named him Sorrow because she was in sorrow at the point when the child was born and his life was sorrowful. Wow. Sometimes it's not your village people that are doing you. Sometimes it's the name they gave you that is after you. So it is important to note that your destiny did not start when your mom gave birth to you. Your destiny started when words were spoken into your life. It could be during the naming ceremony. Maybe our parents couldn't afford the naming ceremony, so they just gathered a few people and said a few things. Somebody said something. The child is alive. The child begins to live in a particular pattern because of the words that were spoken. If you're in this category, let's agree that mistakes were made in the past in giving us names. Don't make the mistake of naming your child that way. The names you should give your children should be what you want to see in the life of the child. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here on the words you speak, their spirit and life. I'm still on that point because your life is patterned according to what you say. Then you are not supposed to use your ignorance to now condition a child's life, an innocent child that doesn't know anything, and then you give him a name that begins to pattern, begins to determine how the life of the child will go. So there are two things we're going to be concluding on today. The first one is, if you have been named in a particular pattern, you can change it. Words were spoken. Only words can correct what those words were spoken. So you now need to declare the right words. And if you are not yet married, or you don't have a child or children yet, this is what you're going to do. You're going to not make that same mistake of naming your child according to circumstances. Let's learn from the scriptures. Name your child according to what you want to see in the life of the child. Name your child according to revelation of what you want the child to be. If you want to bring a child to this world, you should know what the life of the child should be. One of these days we'll talk about responsibility. But this is it. This is how to help a destiny and how to help yourself. I'll see you again next time.